Hey, how are you guys doing? So I decided to just film another makeup video. For those of you who do not know, I live in Manila, Philippines, and we have actually been under enhanced community quarantine for over a month now. It started on the 16th of March, which means that I am stuck at home like everyone else. I only go out to buy groceries and things like that. So yeah, I hope everyone is following the social distancing, making sure to like always wash your hands as often as possible. I mean, before this all happened, I was like a big hand washing believer, so I'm used to that, but I know most people don't, which is kind of gross. Don't often wash their hands with soap, so I hope that everyone is doing that and following again the social distancing. So by the way, all the products that I am using as usual will be listed down below, so just in case you're curious, go ahead and check that out. So I just finished priming my face with that Milani primer, which is an oil control primer. It's awesome because I have oily skin and it's an affordable product, so I would recommend that if you guys are looking for a primer for oily skin. Now, I know that we won't be like going out anytime soon, but there's no reason to stop wearing makeup. You can wear makeup around the house, even if you're just like sitting on your couch watching Netflix with a bag of chips. Why not do that with a full face of makeup? So yeah, right now I'm just dotting that foundation, which is a Maybelline Fit Me. Matte+Poreless, I believe, is the one that I'm using here. Blending that all the way through. Before all of this happened, we didn't really have enough time to just sit down and practice our makeup skills. So right now is the best time to do that if you want to practice your wing liner, if you want to practice blending eyeshadow, if you want to practice using different colors in your eyeshadow and try and blend that all together. This is the best time to do that. If you want to rock a bold eye with a bold lip that you wouldn't necessarily want to wear outside, then this is the best time to do that, because the only people that will see your face is the people that you live with. And I hope that you are comfortable with the people that you live with. So yeah. So I'm taking my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer and try to conceal those dark under eyes because my sleeping pattern is just everywhere. Well, I mean, even before all of this started, I didn't really have a good sleeping pattern. I would always fall asleep at around 2 a.m. But now, I fall asleep at like around 3 or 4 in the morning. And what I've been trying to do to help myself get back to some kind of normal sleeping pattern is I would fall asleep at 3 or 4 a.m. and make myself get up at 9 a.m. and do everything in my power to not sleep during the day. So by the time it's 10 or 11 p.m., I'm already sleeping, like I'm ready for bed. Which that helps. I end up sleeping at 12. But hey, I'm not successful with it. Doesn't happen every day. I wish it did. But yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, and hopefully if your sleeping pattern is messed up as well, you can try that. Staying awake during the day is very hard, especially when you're on your laptop and you're trying to work. As many of us are working from home, it's difficult. but try. I would just give it a try, because that's the only way you'll be able to somehow get back to an okay so-so sleeping pattern. So I blended out that concealer with a sponge, and now I'm setting it with my Airspun powder. Now before you set your concealer, make sure you blend it out, so you're not setting the fine lines that you have on your eyelids or under your eyes. I have so many fine lines under my eyes. It's just genetics. My mom has it, so I have it, but again, we all have to work with what we have. So I'm using a slightly damp sponge to set my face with this Fit Me loose finishing setting powder. This will just help lock everything in place and also just push the powder into my skin. It'll help my foundation last so much longer than just using a brush. But right now I am using a brush to just brush away excess powder, which we don't need. But it doesn't look like I'm being gentle with my face, but I am, I promise you. Just very gentle, sweeping away that excess powder. Okay, so now I'm taking this Morphe bronzer, which is a great shade for me. The shade isn't too warm, it's not too cool as well, so it can double up as a contour and a bronzer. So I'm just putting that on my non-existent cheekbone to look like I have cheekbones, pronounced cheekbones, and also blending that onto my forehead and my temples. So this will just bring back shape and dimension to the face that the foundation took, because we don't have, normally when you look at your skin, it's not just one shade. So I'm just putting that shape and dimension back with the bronzer / contour. I don't have a pronounced jawline as well, so that's what I'm doing right now, just putting that on my jawline and making sure to blend it down my neck, because we don't want to have that line, that pronounced line. Always make sure to blend it down your neck. Okay, so now I'm taking my powder and I'm going to place that underneath my cheekbones. This will help define that contour bronzer that I put on, because again, I am trying to create an illusion that I have cheekbones. So cleaning that up with the powder will really help create that definition I need. Brows time. So I'm using this Anastasia brow powder. I think it's Ebony. I showed it on the screen, but I couldn't get to read it. Anyway, pretty sure it's Ebony. So I am gonna try and create a tail on my brow, because the ends of my brows are almost non-existent, so I really need some help there. So right here I'm trying to create a tail for my eyebrows. This part I usually cut off on the makeup videos on my past videos, but I thought I would put a little part of it here just so you can see how I shape my eyebrows. This eyebrow that I'm working on, I believe this one, yes, this is the one. So this eyebrow that I'm working on has a scar underneath it, right there. I have a scar right there from chickenpox, when I had chickenpox when I was a kid. So I try to just fill that in and make it look like I don't have a scar there. So as you can see, I don't really put much product on the beginning of my brows, because I have a lot of hair there, so it doesn't really need a lot of product. I just brush it through to blend that in. So yeah, I'm just trying my best to create the shape that I want. Usually my eyebrows have a mind of their own. They're kind of like a wing liner for other people. Yeah, my brows have a mind of their own. I think they can feel fear when I start to work on them. Sometimes I have great brow days, sometimes I don't. Not sure how this one is gonna turn out, but I hope it's gonna be good. So let's see. Ta-da! So this is what I have right now. I'm not done with them. I'm gonna take some concealer. I'm running out of this concealer. This is my ColourPop concealer in the shade medium, I believe. So I'm taking some of that and putting it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna use this flat brush right here to define underneath my eyebrows, because again, as I mentioned, I have that scar, so this really just helps clean that up, as you'll see in a second here. So I'm going to clean underneath my eyebrows just to define them even more. Voila! Okay, so eyebrows are done. They're looking okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with them. So I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which again, as you may have heard me say hundreds of times in my past videos, that this is my favorite eyeshadow palette ever. So right now I'm thinking of what colors I'm gonna use. So okay, Faye, let's take that color right there. I have the names listed below because they're not written on the palette. They came on a separate like card, so I'll have the names of the shades I use listed down below. So taking this color and just blending it onto my crease. Looks a bit scary, I know, but we will work with it. Oh, by the way, my boyfriend bought me a Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette, which I was supposed to get at the post office. It's just a different process here in the Philippines. It's not when you order something from an international company and it's shipped to the Philippines, they don't usually deliver it right to your doorstep. So I had to get it at the post office, but because this enhanced community quarantine happened, I didn't get to do that. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, please Lord, it's still there. Hopefully no one stole it, and it's in good condition. So once this is all over, that's the first thing that I will be doing. Okay, so I cleaned my brush and just blending that through. It looks a bit scary still, but I will push through with it because I just wanted to play with color. The last video that I did was pretty neutral shade, so yeah, and color, just playing with colorful eyeshadow is like my favorite, as you probably already know if you've seen my previous videos. So right now I'm taking my powder foundation and just blending that through my brow bone, just to help the transition from my crease shade to my brow bone, so it's not too harsh of a line there. Okay, you can see I took a deep breath there because I wasn't so sure. So I'm just blending more, making sure that there are no harsh lines, because I really wanted like a blended look, at least on the crease. Okay, so now I am taking this shade here. Wait, what did I do? Okay, yeah, so I'm taking this shade here, And I'm gonna put that, I think I'm gonna put that on my outer corner. Let's see, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So I'm placing that brown shade on my outer corner. Just tapping it on or placing the color first, and then we'll worry about blending it out later. So just keep packing that color on. Okay, so this is what I have so far. So I'm taking this brush. It's a short but fluffy brush. I just remembered that's how my boyfriend describes me, short but fluffy. Anyway, so I'm taking that brush and blending it through. So again, I don't want any harsh lines. That's not the look that I'm going for. I just want everything to be blended. So I'm picking up a bit of the brown shade and blending that through. That's what I was doing there. So just assessing what to do next here. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna cut my crease, which I don't usually do because I'm not good at it. But again, practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna cut my crease just halfway, just saying a little prayer. Hopefully this all works. And voila, there we go. So I was pretty proud about this cut crease. I think I did a great job. I got it as even as I possibly could. So yeah, really happy how that turned out. Okay, so I'm thinking what shade I should use for my lids. So I decided I'm gonna take this shade right here and just pack that on my lids. Now, you'll see in a second I wasn't like really happy with how that was turning out. But yeah, I just packed that on my entire lid and just worked with it. Thought I'd do something else later on. So just keep packing that on. Okay, so I know you're not supposed to pull on your eyes like what I'm doing right here, but I just wanted to keep that clean, crisp line on top. And I have so many wrinkles on my eyes. Not wrinkles, no, creasing. That's the right term, creasing on my eyes. So I just had to pull it taut just to keep that crisp line. So now I'm thinking, what am I gonna put between that light shimmery shade and that matte brown shade to transition, for a transition. So I decided I was gonna pick up that brown shimmery shade I pointed out and use that as my transition shade. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So I'm taking my finger and blending in between that light shimmery and the gold shade, the gold shimmery shade that I put down, just for a better transition. And then I'm taking this brush and blending in between the matte brown and the gold shimmery shade. So yeah, so far that's what we have going on. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. So just blend that through until you are satisfied with how it's looking. Okay, so I just went off camera and did my wing liner because I need to get really close to my mirror to be able to do that. So just put wing liner on. And I also put that brown matte shade just on my lower lash line, but halfway, just halfway, so there's a little bit of definition there. I don't like going all the way to my inner corner because I just think it makes my eyes look heavy. So I just blended that halfway. So I'm taking this BH Cosmetics blush palette, just mixing those shades together. and I love blush. Blush is like an everyday thing for me, so yeah, just putting some blush on. And now highlighter time. So I'm using my Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals, I believe. So just blending that through. Look at that highlight. Yes. So I have a lot of texture on my face, as you can probably see right now, but I don't care. I still put highlight on. It's like it's awesome. Okay, so lips. I took this Makeup Forever lipstick and decided to use this because it was a bit a cool, it's a like a, how would I describe this color? It's like a neutral cool tone shade. That's the best way. I'm not great at describing colors, but that's the best way I can describe this color. So it's a neutral cool tone shade. I have the name again listed below, so just putting that on. So yeah, that's pretty much the finished look. I'm just fussing with my hair right now. I hope you guys are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoy this look as much as I enjoyed creating it. I'm really proud of myself for that cut crease. Usually it's wonky, but it turned out pretty well. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!